What if I am living my purpose? How much different would your life be? What if you are living your dreams? What if you are earning the income that you desire? What if you are living a life full of peace and happiness and joy? And what if you are living in drive? How much different would your life be? And think about this. What if you were living in fear? What if you were living a life full of procrastination? What if you were living a life, what if you were living someone else's dreams and running from your own dreams? What if you were living in park, reverse, and neutral? How much different would your life be? Or how much the same would your life be? What if I am?
Everyday peoples, what's up? I'm here in B.More, you know what I mean? We chilling out here with this cool dude, you know what I mean? He does a lot for his community. I'm gonna let him speak on what he do. So tell the people who you are and what you do.
Yeah, my name is Thomas Ball. I'm hailing from East Baltimore, and I founded an organization called B.O.L.D, which is an acronym for Black Organized Leaders and Disciples. It's a grassroots organization that actually was inspired with this idea back in 2002. My grandmother passed away in December 2001, and she did a lot with the Baltimore Rescue Mission, helping out our homeless, those that were less fortunate, those that were down and out, people that are addicted to drugs, and people that just really didn't have any hope. And she would definitely give them the good news gospel of Jesus Christ and just let them know that, you know, even though she didn't have much material wealth, she definitely looked out for those that were less fortunate, because she had so much, you know, with so much love in her heart, so much joy, and even, like I say, even with the little money that she had, there were so many people that had less than she had. And I just was just so inspired by her works to open up a homeless shelter in her name so that her memory would continue to live on.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say my condolences. I wish I would have had the opportunity to meet her, because she sounds like a very inspirational individual, and that's the kind of people I like to be around. You know, people who give back to communities, and it's not all about being shallow and for self. You actually putting out instead of keeping in. I think that's what more people should do. So, you know, again, my condolences, and I'm glad that you took something with you from her and pushing it forward. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. So I'm guessing she was an inspiration behind all this. And,
yes, indeed. She definitely, well, first and foremost, she taught me so much about the Most High God and just about His majesty and how everything starts and ends with Him. You know, even when you go through bad times, it's always somebody that has it worse than you, and He's going to carry you through it. You know, and just He's going to strengthen you and continue to strengthen you. And I just thank Him for having a grandmother, for having two grandmothers like that taught me just the ways of God and how you can persevere through any situation, and He can strengthen you through Christ Jesus, through any and everything that you do. And I really am just so excited to see that these things are starting to come to pass, as far as this homeless shelter is going to be open here in Baltimore City one day. And I just really feel strongly that we should not have let, like, the legacies of Dr. Martin Luther King and Brother Malik Shabazz, the legacy should not have died with the men. And it had so many great things that they wanted to do for just not even black people, but indigenous people all over the world, and how we just need to unite, you know, rather, I don't care what social status you have, what economic status you have, and really it's only one race, that's the human race. Now, granted, there are thousands of ethnicities on this planet, but there's only one race. And I think that that gets lost in the shuffle, because some people are so far focused on the skin complexion, you know, or what language they speak, or whatever the case may be.
All right, I want to say three things to that. I'm going to try to backtrack, going in like chronological order. First off, as far as the human race is concerned, I agree 100%. Me personally, I feel a lot of people were trained. I think it's a part of social engineering. You're taught to look at somebody who's different from you and outcast them. It's actually called tribalism. So if the person is darker than you, all of a sudden, it's even in the black culture.
That's true.
Dark skin versus light skin, or hair. You know what I mean? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? If I need a kidney for somebody who's purple to live, and I was taught all my life to hate them, if they give me that kidney, I'm gonna probably love them after that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because everybody love life, so I don't really get too caught up in that whole, oh, this person this person that. You know what I mean? There's people on both sides, or all sides, whoever's racist, all sides are just no bueno. You know what I mean? I reject all that concept. To me, it's for small-minded people. Second thing you said, legacy should have died with the men. I agree with that too. Actually, I think every generation should pass a baton. Well, not pass it. The youth should take that baton, rather build on it and pass it to the next generation. But it has to be built bigger and better than the previous generation that left it behind. You know what I'm saying? Had it. So everybody's supposed to build off that baton and carry on.
Because the previous generations left such a strong foundation. Like I said, not even just with them two. Brother Marcus Garvey, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Ida Wells. There was so many brothers and sisters. Frederick Bailey, which we know was Frederick Douglass.
Basically, it was a way of life.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Now it's like, oh, I got this nice whip. Who cares? It don't even have no value. You know what I mean? It look nice, but it don't mean nothing. So to hop on the last thing I want to talk about, you talking about your grandmother. She taught you to be grateful for what you have.
Yes,
So I want to know if you could tell the viewers a story of anything you could reference where somebody had it actually worse than the average person would, and let them know what's really going on.
Well, I can remember even just before say just people in the neighborhood where somebody was a little short for something or whatever the case may be, she would do, whether it was, make sure that they had groceries in their home, or, something like where somebody at our church or what have you didn't really have the money to get certain things. She would make sure that we had certain, food for functions and things of that nature. And like I said, she didn't quite necessarily have much, but the little that she had, like I said, she would do not even just for her family and just for her church family, but she would do for total strangers, because she knew that we all had one Father, God up above, and she just had so much love and so much joy in her heart and so much compassion. And the main thing, had so much compassion for mankind. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the main lessons that she taught us. Not only just families should stick together, but as individuals and just as mankind, we should stick together, because we are brothers and sisters keeper. Regardless of what people say, regardless of how, like I said, how we look or economic or social status. You know what I mean? We ought to look out for one another. And even in my everyday life, I remember seeing a brother, elderly black dude, down by a church downtown. Okay, and I was actually going to go to the music store to listen to music. And a spirit that put on me said, you better not walk past this man and not look out for him. And I was only going to give him $1 or two. And God convicted in my heart to go ahead and give him $5. And the fact of the matter was, he went on, took that $5, he bought one of those Arizona juices for $1, and you still had $4 to get him something to eat for the day. And hopefully, if you budget his money right, you had get something to eat the very next day. And that's just a lesson that my grandmother taught me. Like I said, even as a small child, I can remember her doing for others, not just her family and people that were close to her, but people that she really didn't know too well. Mm-hmm. And I just look at it where she used to, read us stories of inspiration. Not only just myself, but my other cousins as well, and my brother as well. And she just taught us to be a blessing in the lives of others. Because don't get me wrong, everybody wants blessings. That's wonderful. You're blessed, with a nice car, nice house, nice clothes, food in your refrigerator, whatever the case may be.
You gotta give to get.
Yes, but when you allow God to use you as a vessel and a tool to be a blessing in the lives of others, He can use you so much more.
Agreed. So back to B.O.L.D. Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing this? And was it hard in the beginning to get everything cohesive and everybody on the same page?
Yeah, initially, like I said, the idea, I was inspired with the idea back in February of 2002. And, of course, I really didn't have any type of business sense as far as, how to become a 501c3. So I just did I've been doing a lot of legwork to see about getting grants, to see about writing grant letters to become a 501c3. I actually spoke with some correspondents of the senators, and actually Senator Barbara Mikulski actually corresponded back to me, and she gave me some very helpful information. And I can remember as a small child, and even when she was a senator years ago, and they said she always looks out for the little people. So she gave me some information and pointed me in the right direction. And I've actually been networking with some folks, you know, that have been giving me some good ideas and things of that nature. And right now, we started the food drive once a month. It started actually in February of this year. And a lot of times I have like some of my classmates help out or family members and things of that nature where we go down there and, you know, like I said, we'll talk to the brothers and sisters down there in March. And then the very following month in April, I actually met some sisters down there. The one sister was pregnant with a set of twins. And I told the brothers, I said, well, women and children, I said, they take precedence. I said, men, I said, y'all going to get to eat. Everybody love to eat, you know what I mean? Make sure the belly's full. But I said, we got to make sure that this woman is with not just one child, this woman is with twins. And some of these folks, they see that, you can see in their eyes, they really don't have hope. They want to hold on to something, but they don't have anything to hold on to. And just to have somebody come down there and to let them know that somebody loves them, that somebody cares about them, and that things are going to get better. And just let them know that, give them some type of hope. That just gives them another reason just to make it through the day. And I actually met a brother one day. He just wanted he just wanted some chicken wings and some collard greens. So my brother said, you can have some potato salad here, the spaghetti. I said, you can have anything, everything else is at your disposal. And then he's politely declined and said, no, I just want, you know, just a couple chicken wings, some of the collard greens. And that let me know something. And me, myself, and that just showed in the back of my mind how at times I can be greedy. Because if I was in his situation, I would have wanted everything they had to offer.
Took
but
the whole
realized all he took was where he needed to get through the day, where he needed to get by. You know, and I think that we have so much in excess being in this westernized way of living that we really need to just sometimes just sit back and just be thankful for the stuff that we have. Yeah, all I got is this Honda Accord, but I want a Lexus, or I want a Mercedes. Mm-hmm. What about the people riding the bus every day? You know, or walking. You know what I mean? So or in a wheelchair because they don't have legs to walk.
Right.
And we just take so many things for granted, and it's good to try to spread that love and that joy to others, you know, for folks that don't have hope, folks that don't have joy. They don't know where that next meal is going to come from. They don't even know, some folks don't even know next time they're going to be able to wash their body because they don't have anywhere to go.
What if I am living my purpose? How much different would your life be? What if you are living your dreams? What if you are earning the income that you desire? What if you are living a life full of peace and happiness and joy? And what if you are living in drive? How much different would your life be? And think about this. What if you were living in fear? What if you were living a life full of procrastination? What if you were living a life, what if you were living someone else's dreams and running from your own dreams? What if you were living in park, reverse, and neutral? How much different would your life be? Or how much the same would your life be? What if I am